Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you're all fine and safe. I'm Mrs. Rani, your science teacher. From last class, we started the term 2, lesson number 1, food, isn't it? Okay, in the food lesson, in the last class, we learned about the nutrients, the 5 main nutrients present in the food, isn't it? What are the nutrients, children? 5 main nutrients: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals, isn't it? And we started revising about the balanced diet also. Okay, let's continue today's class. Today we are going to learn about meals in a day, the main 3 meals in a day, that is breakfast, lunch and dinner. And then we are going to know about the food habits in a different places. Depends on the climate, culture and availability of food. The food habits are different. Then we are going to know about our traditional food items, what we had our grandparents' time and now still some of you are having. Okay, its benefits, and as well as we are going to know about the home garden and its advantages of home garden. Okay, let's start today's session, children. It will be more interesting. Do you know, children, our human body clock and organ functioning has each of our organs have different timings and it works in a different way. When you are having the food in a wrong timings, it converted as a fat. Here in this chart, we will find out the best times to eat, that is the breakfast, lunch and dinner, the ideal timings. Okay, in the ideal time of breakfast is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. And you should know that after 10 o'clock you are not supposed to have a breakfast. Okay, there should be enough space between, enough interval. The break should be in the each meal, that is a breakfast, lunch, dinner, or in between if you are having a snacks, or if you are splitting the food in a 5 meals, like the same quantity you are splitting up and eating also, you should know the space in between the if each meal should be in a correct way. Okay, then only the full digestion process will be easier and the energy will be taken for your work, whatever you are doing in a particular day, the energy will be utilized. Okay, children. Okay, in the breakfast you should know that after waking up within 30 minutes you have to take your breakfast. Breakfast is the first energy source. It's used for your day work. Okay, that is whatever you are starting your day, that is the secret of your breakfast energy only. So please don't skip your breakfast. You have to take your breakfast. Breakfast is very important. Okay, children. And then lunch. Okay, lunch timing 12:30 to before 2 o'clock. See, 12:30 usually in our school times we used to have our lunch in exactly 12:30, isn't it? So same timing you should follow in your house also. Even this lockdown, you should not skip your meals in different timings and you should not take it in a wrong timing. I have told you before the slide, I have showed you one slide, isn't it? If you are eating in a wrong timings, that is late hours, okay, that you will be getting more fat from the food comparatively the energy. Okay, and between the 4 hours of the lunch and the breakfast, the gap should be maintained. That is, when you are having the breakfast in 8 o'clock, after 4 hours only the lunch should be there. Okay, you have to take your lunch after the 4 hours. Then dinner. Dinner is the before 9 o'clock, before ideal timing. Actually can say that before 8 o'clock we have to complete our dinner. Okay, and by 10 o'clock if you are going to the bed, there should be 3 hours gap. Before going to sleep we have to complete our dinner. Why? Because you should need lot of work. See, whatever we are eating, you see your mouth, hands and taste, all these things only, food only, you will be seeing it. But inside your body, all the organ whichever is involved in the digestion process, it needs some other functionings. Okay, children, so it needs the proper time. So we should not skip our meals and we should always eat in a proper timing, so that our body functioning, the internal organs whichever is involved in the digestion process, you can get a better results and our body will be fit and healthy. Food habits in different places. Food habit of people at a place depends on a climate, culture and the availability of food. See, example, the coastal area people, if they are living near to the sea, they'll be depends on the seafood more, isn't it? Same way that if you are a North Indian, you will be having lot of wheat, onion, milk and curd. And the same way, if you are a South Indian, we'll be eating lot of rice, dal, coconut, jaggery, all these food items. These are the specific food items which is depends on the climate and the availability, and as well as the traditionally what we were practiced in our past. That is how generation by generation we are following our food habits. Okay, so what we should know from this, see children, in the food item we should know to select the perfect and good food items which is good for our healthy life. Okay, morning breakfast, if I'm having two idlis with the sambar and chutney, it's a perfect diet with the carbohydrate, protein and fat, a good fat. So we should know what is the exact good food items. See, according to the age group also, we have to know to select the exactly what the exact nutritive value or nutritious food what our body needs. Okay, not only with the selecting with the taste or what is our favorite food items, like that you should not having those selections. Why I'm telling, see, our body needs and a body health and a body fitness, everything will be depends on the age, isn't it? See, when you are a very small age, the child, okay, you will be very active and you will be eating lot of different food items which is more fat and carbohydrate, so you will be need more energy. Comparatively, when you are growing up, you will be taking lot of milk, honey, fruits, vegetables, which is very very good in your energy source only. Same way, when you are growing up, okay, you are saying as a young adult, okay, your food items should have the lot of vegetables and fruits, seafood, specifically greens and the milk product, so that your development will be more and more. Okay, after the young adult stage, that is when you are going for nearly 30s, 30 years around, after the 25, like that, when you need a lot of healthy food items which will be building your body for your future, and the work what we are doing in that stage will be more. So comparatively, you need energy from the correct source of the food items which will give you the proper health and not with the bad fat that is said to be a cholesterol. Okay children, so you have to be very consciously selecting the food items which is good for your healthy lifestyle. So you have to go for lot of protein rich diet comparatively carbohydrate. Okay, so when you are taking a bodybuilding food items, specifically the protein diet, you will be having more health. And when you are said to be in the old age, that is old adult, you have to be selecting only food items which is rich in fiber and low fat dairy products. Okay, the fat restriction will be there. Why? Because their work restriction also will be there. They won't be having more active lifestyle, isn't it? So they have to take less salt and as well as a very good millets. Okay, I'll talk about. When we talk about more fibrous food and having a less fat items, or having a very good immunity system and boosting up your immunity, all these things are the best choice to gain all these things is the millets, that is called as a natural food items in the traditional foods. Okay, in the reader it's specifically mentioned as the traditional food, that is natural food. They have mentioned a few millets: ragi, tinai, samai, gudrai vali, varagu and kambu. among this millets, the ragi is the best bodybuilder and the disease fighter. See children, what is the difference between this millets and as well as the rice? We should know about the difference. Then only we know what is the importance of choosing the millets comparatively the rice. Okay. In the millets, we have lot of vitamins and minerals, which is very good source of the bodybuilder and as well as the disease fighters for our body. Okay, so we should know to choose the millets in our diet. Millets are the very good rich source of vitamins, minerals and as well as the carbohydrate with the fiber. So these are the best choice and best things which we have to include in our diet, so that in the food item will be help you to just fight back to the problems, health issues in your future, or as well as any immunity problems if you have, you will be getting a very good protection from this millets. So I have told you this vitamins and minerals are like a soldiers in our body, isn't it? I told you, isn't it? So this vitamins and minerals are very good amount. It's present in millets. So we have to include this millets in our daily life. Okay, daily food items we have to choose. Home garden or kitchen garden or nutrition garden, in whatever the word we say, this is the cultivation, okay, of crops in a small available place in our household. Okay, so whatever your terrace, or if you have a small balcony or any other place, if you have a small pots of the like small herbs or vegetables, if you are having that home garden, isn't it? That only we are going to know, and what are the benefits we are going to get from this home garden also we are going to learn. Okay, see specifically the benefits or the advantages of gardening, that is the home garden. We can get this fresh fruits or vegetables from our garden itself, isn't it? Without any chemicals, without any pesticides used, or without any wrong colors or whatever is dye they are using to show the fruit or vegetables look bright and very fresh and all. No, we can escape from all those chemicals, isn't it? So that is the very good and important aspect we have to think. Then we can use the water, waste water will be there, isn't it? After using washing utensils, or after cleaning some things, and the dirty waters or waste waters will be there, that can be given in the plants. Okay, we can pour in the plants, and as well as it saves our money, isn't it children? So from this lesson number 1, food, we should understand the 5 main nutrients: the carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, minerals and the fibers we said as a roughages, isn't it? So these are very important in our food items. According to this, and depends on what our body needs, we have to choose food items, and specifically the traditional food we have to include in our daily food habits, and we should know to eat in a proper timing and skip out the junk food items in a wrong timing, specifically late night food and eating in a wrong timings, and you're troubling your internal organs. Okay, we should understand that children. And then the importance of home garden, and what are the easiest method, okay, we can use it, and we can utilize the home garden for getting a fresh fruits and vegetables. So we should know the importance of home gardening. Okay children, by today's session we are completing this lesson number 1, food. So we should know to understand the importance of choosing a correct food items in our life, isn't it? So that you can be stay strong and healthy, and you can enjoy your life very much. So if you have a good health only, you can have a good life. Okay, you should understand that. So we have come to the end of the lesson. Bye children, thanks for watching.